All right, what up YouTube? I want to make some Bitcoin price predictions and I want to go over Bitcoin's adoption rate and what could be happening as more and more banks go insolvent. Looks like England's on the verge of a complete economic collapse, and at the rate that people are converting euros and pounds into Bitcoin is at an alarming rate, more than ever in any bull run before. So I want to show you guys these statistics. I want to show you Fiat Leak and show you Bitcoin's adoption rate, and we'll make some price predictions because I think we're going to have a rally coming this weekend. Ready? Let's dive deep. So the first chart I want to show you right now is what different currencies are being used to purchase Bitcoin. And we can see right here, according to Fiat Leak, that obviously the USA is just gobbling up Bitcoin. And I think almost every country will be around the globe. Investors ditch the euro and pound for Bitcoin in record numbers as their value plummets. Take a look. This over here was during the bull run. So they're saying that these spikes right here that we saw in conversion, obviously related to the bull run. Spikes like this are unprecedented. During the peak of the bull run, the most was 20,000 in daily volume. In one day, it recorded 50,000 in volume. That's people converting fiat currencies into Bitcoin as a hedge against inflation. You do nothing and you think that your government's gonna come and save you. I don't think it's coming. I think that the government's going to try to step in and implement whatever things they can, whether that's price restrictions and they prevent businesses from charging a certain amount of money. That would be the first warning sign that you need to be warning your families to watch Joe Brown at Heresy Financial and watch Robert Breedlove's What is Money series so you guys can understand what's actually going on with these currencies and why there's going to be no bailout. And if there is a bailout like they just tried, what that's going to do to the price of everything in your country is going to blow your mind. You guys think $9 a gallon or $10 or $15 a gallon of gas is bad? Just wait till this winter and wait till every parent, every family is maxing out credit cards trying to survive. And as they all start maxing out their credit cards and they can't pay their debts, and these banks are out there just giving out loans like crazy and governments are out printing your life savings away, it's just a recipe for disaster. So let's take a look at these Bitcoin price predictions. So if we swing over to Codex uses machine learning and AI indicators. So they're basically making trades based off of, they're making predictions based off of certain indicators on the charts. But what they're not taking into account is the macroeconomic environment. Obviously what's going on with Britain and England and every other country around the world. So they're saying Bitcoin up to 22,000, then back down to 18, possibly down to 12, back up to 19, back up to 28 in less than a year. So they're calling for a rally down to 12.3, back up to 19. And that's what I think. If we do dip down, I think it's going to be very short-lived over a very short period of time and then rallying right back up. I don't really see us staying down that long. So according to our current Bitcoin price predictions, the value of Bitcoin is priced to rise by 16.56% and reach a target of $22,639 by October 12th of 2022. According to our technical indicators, the current sentiment is bearish, while the fear and greed index is showing extreme fear. And what do we know? Every time we're showing extreme fear, every time they tell us Bitcoin's going to 10K, Bitcoin's going lower, what happens? It rallies, then it crashes down lower. So sentiment on the Bitcoin market is at 7% bullish. I don't think I've ever seen the market sentiment this bearish. I don't even know how it could get much more bearish. That's why I don't think Bitcoin going down is a good thing. I do think that the bigger players are all sitting on the sidelines right now. If they haven't already started accumulating, I think that they will begin to accumulate. I'm almost positive they've already started to accumulate. So taking a look at the social metrics on Bitcoin, I mean, it's over the last month, pretty bearish. I mean, if we take a look at Google Trends and I search the keyword crypto over the last 12 months, I mean, we are at record low numbers. As far as search volume was down to 19 the other day, and it's been up to 100, right? So that's just based out of a 0 to 100 score. How popular is crypto? I mean, it's just been going down at an alarming rate because people are losing so much money and it takes all the interest out of the market. So I personally think market makers need to start pushing price back up. So now let's jump back and look at Bitcoin from like a weekly time frame, right? So previously, before this epic collapse and the Luna meltdown, which I think had a lot to do with where Bitcoin came back down to, previously Bitcoin had never returned to the peak of a previous bull run. So here's our peak at 20K. Bitcoin had never retraced from a new all-time high down to a previous peak, never before. So normally you'd be expecting Bitcoin to stay right above 20,000, really close to coming down, but not down to 20. So it's already down at 20,000. If that support breaks, you have this same type of resistance here. Most people would be saying coming down to support, which would be about 8 or 9. I don't think it's going to happen. Meaning we have this really key area of resistance here at 14. If this does break at 19, I do think 14 is going to be the absolute bottom, 13.9 something, with an immediately rally back up to 20. Like I think if we come back down here, it's going to be a week or 2 week period. And then all of a sudden the next bullish rally is going to put us up. And I think that that's when a lot of the major large players are going to be coming in at whatever cost. So I think that rally is going to be pretty short-lived, and that's why I have my bot set up right now. So if we look at my screen here, you can see I have a near USDT bot. I have a ETH BTC bot. So this is my favorite one, right? It's trading me ETH against BTC. So every time it takes a trade and makes profit, it makes me profit in BTC. So I will eventually, I only got 12,000 something running in bots right now. My goal is to have up to $20,000 to $30,000 worth of bots trading. I'd like to get my BTC pairs up a little bit more. I'll trade BTC Matic, BTC ETH, BTC, maybe KDA if they add it. That way I'm going to be trading 3 different assets that should be generating me $10 a month in profit. So roughly $300 to $900 a month in BTC. And I'm going to be using these bots to trade and DCA me into Bitcoin. But this is the new strategy. I got a BitsGap video. I'm just running this strategy, not telling you guys to use bots, but I want to show you guys, can you guys make profitable? Can you be profitable trading bots in this type of market? Because I think that being this close to bottom, that's when you really want to be turning on bots. The closer to bottom that you can turn your bots on, the better. And the closer to top you can turn your bots off, the better. So that being said, hopefully we got some passive income generating monsters over here. Monsters. And that would lead me to believe that I think this is a DCA zone, right? Bitcoin at 19, I think is a great buy. Bitcoin at 17, I think is a great buy. Bitcoin anywhere in this zone is an opportunity of a lifetime. I personally was looking up here at 29K going, damn, I wish I would have bought more Bitcoin, right? So I didn't. In this zone, since we've came down, I got to a full Bitcoin somewhere over here. Somewhere in this zone, I got up to a full Bitcoin. Oh no, I got up to a full Bitcoin down here. Now I have 2 full Bitcoin so far. So I got 2 whole Bitcoin. I got bots trading. I got everything set up. You know, I'm ready to rock and roll whichever way we go. So taking a look at the current time frame and moving averages on the weekly time frame, I mean, we're below every moving average, and we just had the 200-day and 20-day moving average cross over. So as these assets come down, I think it's going to be a little bit easier. It's like on the weekly time frame, we've just been getting rejected on the 20-day moving average. So if we run up again, where do I think we're going to run up to? Probably around 21, 22,000. If it can run up and break above, dude, that'd be sick. Now, if we jump onto a daily time frame, when we take a look at moving averages on a daily time frame, we're finding support on the 20-day right now. Tried to get back above the 50-day. We've just been getting rejected on the 50 and 100-day. So again, on the daily time frame, we're looking at about a 21,000. Now, if we can get back above the 21,000, we might be looking at the next target upwards of around 24 to 25. So maybe we got a great rally coming this weekend. You know, I want to be positive. I want to hope for the best. I want the world to realize that saving in fiat currencies and giving governments the ability to control your net worth and dictate how much wealth you can pass on to your kids. If your great grandparents left you $10,000 in 1920 or 1930, they would have had to have left you over $200,000. For you to buy the same purchasing power, for you to have the same purchasing power that $10,000 would have had in 1920 or 1930. 200,000. That's because your government prints away. But by the time you're a great grandparent, at the rate that they're printing money, you would have to leave your kid today probably $5 million for him to buy what you could have bought today with 250,000. Does that make sense? So if you worked your life away to leave your kids 250,000, you're really going to have to find some type of investment vehicle that can turn that 250,000 into 5 million by the time they become an adult, or that 250,000 will buy them roughly about $5,000 worth of assets today, something like that. It's astronomical. And there's one group of people that control this money printer. If you haven't seen this Robert Breedlove video by Neil, gosh, I forget his name, down below, watch this video, guys. Again, my name's Ryan Mehta. Drop some comments below and let me know where you think Bitcoin's going. Peace.